How can you best prepare for a play-by-play broadcast on short notice? That's what we'll address in this edition of Q&A with STAA. I'm John Chalesnik. What do you do when somebody calls you with a great opportunity and says, we need you to do this game in 2 days? There are some things you can do to help prepare yourself. The first, instead of trying to memorize the entire rosters, memorize the key players first. The skill positions in football, or the guys that are the leading tacklers. In basketball, the starters and the first 2 guys off the bench for each team. That'll make it a lot easier on yourself. So memorize the key players first. Second thing that you can do is focus on gathering team information versus notes on individuals. The team stuff is a lot easier to come by, and for that reason, it's an effective way to help prepare. And then the third thing you can do when you've got a broadcast on short notice, rely on storylines instead of statistics. And frankly, it's good to lean towards the storylines over stats in any broadcast, because that's what turns your broadcast from a simple narrative into a story. But when you've got little time to prepare and you may not have any stats, or you may have just a little bit, well, you don't need the stats really. That will force you to do what you should already be doing in incorporating the plots and the subplots of the game and weaving those throughout your broadcast to turn it into a dynamic story for your audience. In our next edition, what do you do when you can't see the uniform numbers of the players? We've all been there. If you want to have a question addressed in an upcoming edition of Q&A with STAA, email it to us, qa@staatalent.com.